Right, okay. Sorry about that, gentlemen. My explain just crashed on me. Hello, hello, Piotr. Yeah, I hope I can give you a proper live stream. I started my explain, I walked away and I went to get some coffee. As I came back, all hell broke loose. It was just alarms all over. Then I realized I had it set to start with engines running, but my engine, my cutoff levers were set to off. So obviously this thing went to battery and all. But then the display went all funny. The display just messed up. So I closed it quickly. And then my brother phoned me. You know, when it rains, it pours. So just stand by one. We're going to retry restarting explain now. Because that thing just didn't work proper. Anyway, I hope you guys had a better day. Hello, Rob. See you here too. I'm flying for fun, to be honest. I had a long day. I came home like 6 p.m. It's now 7 p.m. here. So I had a long day and I just thought, I'm going to reward myself just with a little me time. Let's fly a little bit. And then I thought, I might as well show you guys. I've picked up on various different platforms. We scan through different platforms like Discord, Facebook, the forum, stuff like that. And then obviously I get PMs as well, private messages. And one or two guys were struggling, funny issues that they come up with. So let's call this a test flight. Let's see. I mean, I haven't flown .32. This will be my first time. So let's see if I get the same funnies they do or not, because the stuff they're talking about sounds like user problems, but I can't say that because I haven't tried it. We're going to use this as a test flight. Let's see what we come up with. All right, let's cancel that. So anyway, I'm going to fly from Detroit and I'm so happy, actually. I'm going to fly to Washington, D.C. We're going to do the runway 19 river approach. If you know what that means, you know what that means. All right, we're going to do the RNAV into the river approach. I have not done it in many years, at least 2 or 3 years last time that I've done it. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so basically the highlight of it is you're going to fly RNAV up to a certain point, then you have to disconnect and turn rather abruptly into runway 19, which is part of the fun. And the trick is to align yourself properly with runway 19 when you do that. So we're going to give it a bash. We're going to see if we can do that. Exactly, Piotr. Yeah. So you guys are welcome to stick around. I hope this thing works now, because if it doesn't, we're going to try and fix it, see if we can get going, but hopefully it works. Anyway, this is approximately an hour and 10 minutes flight, just to give you an indication. And it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to get set up and get going. So if you're budgeting on time, that's about the time frame that we're looking at. Right, again, while we're waiting, guys, I've set my gate on my microphone very aggressively to cut my son out. Okay, looks like explain's taking all the resources. So weird. And the bombs explain again. This is so strange. Okay, let me see what is bombing us out here now. I've set my gate on my mic very aggressively to cut my son out. If it cuts my peaks and valleys in my voice, please tell me. Let's go have a look at this log. Oh, so it's not explain that's crashing. That was probably the screen driver again. Hello, Mert. Okay, then try again. Fun and games, fun and games. There's only one thing really on my system that can be a problem right now as far as I'm concerned, but we'll try again before we close it down. You can listen. He's talking very loudly in the background. So unless he comes through while I'm talking, if you can't hear him, it means this gate is set up correctly. It's very aggressive on my microphone to try and cut him out. So hopefully you don't hear him that much. Mart, I have no idea. I haven't seen anything like that. This is beta as far as I'm concerned. This is just 12.1 beta. So anyway, Piotr, if you hear my son, please let me know. Yeah, because I don't see it triggering at all. As long as it doesn't cut my voice and you guys, struggle to hear me, then I'm happy. Then I've reached the sweet spot. UVP, hello. Yeah, all good, man. All good. The lions are happy. I need to go back to the farm sometime. But they playing me for time. They've asked me not to come back so soon. We need to go finish the installations and all, but something's keeping them back, and I don't know what. So hopefully in the next few days or maybe a week, I can go back. I think you would have heard him right there because he's shouting now. See, you could have heard two instances of him. Excellent, MM. That's good. Now we just need the sim to work. I really want to go fly that river approach, man. Oh, you know what's going to stop it now? Ah, damn it. I hope it doesn't. Let me kill it quickly. I activated this bar at the top that you guys can see. And that could have killed it now. Hello, Mikma. Okay, now I know you are. Mikma, yeah, I hope it goes through now. If it bombs now, then I know exactly what it was. It's this overlay at the top. Damn it. I hope it goes through. Hello, Thunder. Yeah, no, that means this gate is working rather great. Because it's supposed to only let my voice through. But you see, because it's concentrating on voice, if my son speaks loud enough, his voice will come through. So I hope I closed that thing early enough. Otherwise, I'm going to have to kill explain and try again. Come. I'll give it another minute. Just kill it. Good. If you guys are happy, then I'm happy, Thunder. It looks like my explainers died. I'm going to have to kill it myself. Die. Die. Right, explain. It's closed down. Let's try again. Good. A flight summer. Excellent. Yes, the app that interferes with the startup, Rob, is this overlay at the top. Now, when you look at the top, you see the to and the from and all the data there. Uh, and what happens is that thing talks with XPUI PC. And XPUI PC opens a separate window in the background. Let's see if I can show you guys quickly. If you look at the screen, hold on. In-game video. There we go. That should look better. Okay. If I go and hover on my X-Plane, you see it's got XPUI PC as a second screen. It's a second window that opens. The moment that happens and that stupid bar is open, okay, it kills X-Plane for some unknown reason. It just, they don't like to be open at the same time. So now I close the bar, the little program running the bar, and then it should start up normal. See, and in my haste to get going after it bombed out on me, I've got to close that little program. And oh my goodness. Yeah, interesting. Piotr, I've done that, but because I know exactly what it is, it's easy enough. I just go and close that program. We'll start it up just now again. You see the bar is not showing at the top, so it's gone. Right. About that, Linda. No, he's not interested. He says it's boring. It's too slow. He likes all these first person shooters where he's got to, think fast, play fast, do everything fast. He says flying around like this is boring. So it looks like everything is working. Just make sure. Looks okay. That's our runway we're going to take over there. Yeah. Right. So now let's start this little overhead program thing again. Right, there we go. Now I can start setting up. Let's see. This is supposed to be .32, 100% correct. No. Oh, I see. That's dead. Hold on. Yeah, good. Let me fix that. Settings, audio. Why is there no audio coming? It's literally not doing anything. Why? Audio? Why? I can see that it's not playing anything. I can physically see that. But I mean, I've now set it in the broadcast software. I've checked there. Oh, there. I think I know why. I know why. You know what that means? Means I'm going to have to close explain again and restart. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I know what happened. As it's restarting my mouse. Come on. Okay, you should hear me now again for my mouse. Okay, so let me show you what I did. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you. Rab introduced me to this little program. All right. This thing works apparently on any headset, and I mean, I'm using it on mine. He's using it on his. And basically, what happens is you can come and set up all kinds of fancy things with your audio. And this is where I set this gate. You see this noise gate? This is the thing I'm talking about the whole time. Now, what happened was I was listening to YouTube music before I started the stream. So when I go into my sound settings, I obviously wanted my normal external sound to come through to you. That's where you hear the engines and you hear Linda and all. And I misclicked. I actually put it on the Logitech, on the headset. So I was hearing it, but you weren't hearing it. So I had to go and set that. And the moment you change your default device for your system, explain, it won't automatically change until you restart. So that's basically what's happened now. And if I scroll down a little bit, you'll see this is the chat facility. This is the thing that will then, it's my default communication device. And that is what utilizes the noise gate. And that's the whole explanation. That's what happened. See, over eager beaver and all those things, just catch myself a little bit. Let's go start explain. Hey, should work now. Right. See, I'm thinking out loud now, so I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. This is exactly why I should actually come and start setting up at least half an hour before I stream, not 10 minutes. If I started half an hour before I started the stream, you guys wouldn't have known about all this nonsense behind the scenes. Yeah, Mikma, when I started streaming, I was hypersensitive. I just wanted to put my best foot forward. I made sure that you guys never saw any of the mistakes, and you wanted to really show off. And then over time, I realized it's much easier just to keep it real. Sometimes things happen. And a lot of guys have said to me, it's so cool to see that we're not the only people struggling and things like that. And you go, oh, whatever. Yeah, so I'm not as sensitive anymore. It's like, damn it, it could have been different, but we're in it. We're going to work through it. We'll fix it. Hello, Mikma. I pulled you here into Discord with me because I see you were sitting there alone. I forgot to connect to Discord even. See?
Got double now. Let me fix
Yeah,
this.
I can hear you. Ah, the brain, you are an absolute blinking idiot tonight. Look at this. Look at this. I've got this thing opening in. It was a long day. Here we go again. Yeah, that's true, Rob. Hey, Mac.
Good day. Good job Sasso's not here. Thinking back to school.
Good evening, Mac.
Good evening. Yeah. Good job Sasso. All right, killed it, nigger. I have been listening.
Okay. It's been a day, Mac. I honestly thought I was awake enough to actually do the stream, and I've snookered myself like 3, 4 times now already. It's so
I
stupid.
know. I've been watching.
Christian, I'm going to treat this as a test flight because I've seen a lot of complaints about 32. But me personally, I think it's user problems. But I won't know until I fly it. So we're going to just do a nice flight, enjoy ourselves. If we see something, we'll make a note. We'll tell Zibo. But it's not anything special really. I just need a break as well. I've been busy, and I don't get to fly that much anymore. So because I thought to myself, oh, here's a break. Let's go flying. Here I am.
The story on the HUD one, Krista, well, Nico will tell you. With
Yeah,
Fix 32.
Yeah, on Fix 32, guys, there's only one little trick, and I've put it in Discord, I've put it in Facebook, as well as on the forum. If it still spams your log text, then all you need to do is just delete the HGS dat file. There's a specific file you need to delete, and then the Zibo will rebuild it when it reloads. So just bear that in mind if you guys have problems. That's the only trick about Fix 32.
It's to do with leading zeros on runway numbers.
Yes. Yeah.
So you
If you,
agree with my advisory at the moment?
yeah.
Yeah, fine. That's why I thought I'd...
Yeah.
Hello, Cap. Nice
A
to
bit
see
of
you again.
background. We
Please
have a
remember to source your
development
cars.
room as well. And
Yeah.
we knew that the person who wrote the HUD element of Zibo did an update, and he advised us originally
Yes.
to update the file.
Yeah. There we go.
I am ready for electrical
Yeah,
power
I
up
see on the
procedure.
equalizer it seems to be going through now, so I'm happy.
It only happens that you will get this mega log file if you're approaching a runway that has a 0 as
Yeah.
the leading number. In other
Yeah.
words, if
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
So if
stumbled
it's
upon an airport that gave me a huge log text file of 125 megabytes.
yeah,
wow.
I bet your
Nice.
runway was between 01 and 09.
Exactly.
Mac Migma was one of the guys that was testing for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in South Africa we've still got a couple of them, eh, Christer?
Well, you've got things like Manchester Airport. It's got a 05 runway, for example.
Yeah.
Quite a few in the UK, to be honest.
Gatwick, Stansted, EJLL.
Yeah. I believe, isn't, can't remember whether Gatwick has a 0 runway.
It's got 008
Heathrow-
and the 26.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple.
And presumably, what about East Midlands?
Probably.
Is there?
There's bound to be a couple.
Yeah.
3016.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's the story, gents.
Love it, Mac. Thank you. So
What I
let's start
noticed-
setting up. Sorry, Miko.
Sorry. What I noticed is not all airports with a leading 0 was missing it. Only a few.
Ah,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, Johannesburg has got the 03, King Shaka's got the 0 something, and Cape Town's got 0 something. And as far as I know, PE, George, East London, Lanseria, they've all got leading 0s.
Anyway,
Yeah.
not a major disaster.
Not at all, Mac. Not.
Pushback not yet possible. Doors and hatches not all closed.
Because you can't do the preloading anymore, so let's do the pre-plan. Oh, and now it doesn't want to work again. So I'm wondering if it's because I try and do the connection and then it fails. Why on earth else would it not work? Okay, wait. just to save myself, let's go here. So, enter pushback. Let's get rid of that command. Plug in. It's just refusing to work, and it did it the last flight as well. So now I'm going to have to go and drive through the building again.
What about the default pushback, Nico?
I don't know if I can still use it. We'll see. We'll see. But I mean, it's a problem because I'm used to using this better pushback, and it's always
Yeah,
worked, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but mine has now stopped working, it seems, Piotr, with the latest versions. I've updated it twice, and it's just not working. So, anywho, let's continue.
Okay, I will see whether mine worked.
I've had 2 version updates that I've updated with since it started, Mac. And,
Better push that. Where are we? Pre-plan. No, it's working there, Nico.
just means I need to go and kill it and retry it, reinstall
Yeah.
it, re-download, reinstall,
Yeah.
try it again. It could have gotten broken somehow.
Well, put it this way, I can pre-plan a taxi. I'm doing it now.
Oh yes, Christer, yes. As long as I'm not in
Johnny
like
Oscar, plan
the
to
last
go.
time it should work. Right, departure. Departure is 22.
Could you stream to Discord when you get a chance, Nico?
Oh, I did, and because I restarted it, killed it. Sorry. There you go, Thunder.
Yeah, no trouble.
Alright, that's perfect.
Hey, Thunder, never saw you come in. Good day.
Yeah, I've been away for a while, a few weeks. Just got back Friday, so got to get
Nice.
caught up. I'm pretty much caught up.
Okay, well, it's nice to see you again, because I was wondering.
Yeah, my daughter graduated again. She's completed everything now. She's coming back here.
So she's now in a position to get a well-placed, well-earning job and keep you in a manner that you require, is she?
Yes. She's taking her time driving back. She'll probably be a week or two getting back, and we flew back, and we had to come back early because of the WestJet strike. So we were able to get a flight a little early, one day earlier than what we were supposed to, and they ended up going on strike the day that we would have been flying out. So we would have been stuck there.
Wow. Hello, Gabriel. Robert still loading. Yeah. That thing.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
End of the month, last weekend of the month, Gabriel. Every last weekend of the month. 1/6. Unless something happens in between that's special. Yeah? 6. I never checked our cruise altitude. And 0 148. Full armed and ready to go. Almost there.
I know it wouldn't be advised, Krista, but I wonder if in real life that you can actually reverse
Yes,
the 737.
you can, Mac.
You can, really.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
that it would be ill-advised because of ingestion of pod.
Yeah, Mac. I'm pretty sure you can Google this. Google Hoedspruit Air Force Base and 737 reverse crash. Go check it out.
All right. I know that you probably shouldn't put the brakes on when you're reversing because you'll sit on your ass.
Try and remember that. Yeah, you
Because
go.
the
I got it.
engines are under slow.
I gotta check this, Mac.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it. It's,
I don't know. Yeah, I can't click on it, but you can.
Oh.
You can go check it. Hold on. I need to
I
change.
totally with you there, Krista. I would doubt there's very few airports that will permit it.
Look, Mac. Look at my stream.
Yeah.
So this was at the Air
Oh,
Force
it did
Base.
sit on its tail.
Yeah. Well, it also fell in a ditch.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. They created a hell of a problem by reversing this thing there. So anyway, you guys will have to go probably log in. I'm pretty sure this isn't the only site where you'll see it, but this is the first one that came up. Right? So there you go. 737 reverse accident. Old famous problem, incident.
How long ago was that?
Mac, I'm gonna lie to you, but it's probably it's in about 2008.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, this it's a long time ago. It's not recent.
That the other thing is, 2000 was that an 800? Because
I presume. But I don't know.
because if it's an early version, it's got the clam doors, whereas the current reversers is the pullback method, isn't it?
Yeah.
The orientation of the gases would be different.
I don't know. Mac, yeah, probably, but no, go over it. See what you can
Yeah.
come up with there.
I'll
let's
look
do
into
this.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trim up.
Okay, Gabriel says it was an Air Botswana 732.
32. Now that I can possibly believe.
Oh, I don't know, go read it. But the fact of the
Yeah.
matter is, it's at 7:37. We were talking just general, you know. Now
Yeah.
we're talking about the 800 specific. But I'm pretty
Well,
sure you'll find other accidents like that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Before start procedure. Oh, pressing the wrong button. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
All right, well, we can't do anything without the APU dollar. So you just have to wait. Start number 2 engine. Sorry guys on Discord, I clicked the wrong button. I wanted to go back to explain itself. There you go. Start number 2 engine. Start number 2 engine. There you go. I
Starting
should
number
speak a
2
bit
engine.
louder, it seems.
N2.
It's not moving. This default ground handling thing, it's not moving the aircraft. We'll try the
Starter cutout.
reverses. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Nico, stream and Discord is not connecting.
Really? Let's try again. Better?
There we go.
25 N2.
Yeah. Back now.
Okay. Bloody computers, you know.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Yeah, man. We don't want to think. We wanted to pull away. Right, okay. So,
Reverse unlocked.
look more, no hands.
Hello, hello. Greetings from the West Coast.
Hello, Dimitri. How goes it?
All good, Nico.
Before taxi procedure.
Taxi lights on. Before taxi procedure.
Yeah, you thought I forgot about that. Hey, Linda.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Approaching 2,
Flaps
2
green.
left.
Flaps 5 green light. We're ready to go. Don't worry. Hello, Magnus. Welcome, welcome.
Runway 22 left confirm.
On runway 22 left.
Stabilized.
Toga. Let's go.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Whoa! Waiting under that wing a little bit much, eh? Yes, finally I built that. 55 minutes after I intended to get going.
Acceleration altitude. Flaps 1 set. Flaps up and set.
suppose, Piotr. You're correct. I'm just checking something. I just needed to know that I'm actually in trim with the ailerons. But there wasn't a mistake. Alright, now I'm happy. I've got my days too, Krista. Today was not one of them. Yep, agree. No, Saturday's flight was okay. It was the only one I did the weekend as well. I didn't manage to do anything on Sunday that I can remember, and even Saturday evening I missed out. I was working. We had a family gathering on Sunday, so I had to move all my work that I was supposed to do on Sunday back onto Saturday, you know, to do all that. Okay, Krista, send my regards. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. MC Studio, not used to the super brightness of the new update. I wish.
The investigation into the Boeing 7.
Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you MC Studio. You might or might not find this useful. If you go to the top here and you go to view and you look at your screenshot control, you can actually change it here. Okay, there's limited things you can do, or you can put it on auto, which is where I fly it, and that's the one thing. And then the other thing is under view, you can always put on your sunglasses, Control S. You know, so it helps a little bit, but for everything positive, there's always the same and opposite force. You know, so look at now the cockpit is a bit dark, and you have to zoom in again, but. Hopefully they give us enough data refs. Oh, I beg your pardon, I'm yawning. Hopefully explain the laminar guys will give us enough data refs, so you know the guys working on the atmospherics like xEnviro can manipulate it a little bit, can set it a little bit. No problem.
Oh.
Yeah, well, at least you guys got a little nugget there, eh? Also, when you fly like me, you guys can see I've got my data strip. Let me just go back to this thing. This is a very useful setting. Hide the data output in
Flight
screenshots.
level 100.
So I
Landing
can
light
see it, but
switches
when
off.
I press my screenshot, you know, take a screenshot in X-Plane, it hides that for me. So when I publish my screenshots on Facebook or wherever else, you know, it doesn't detract from the realism.
You may recur throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
That's good feedback. Gabriel, I'm part of the development team of the Level Up aircraft. I've flown them thousands of times, even in X-Plane 12 now. You'll see on my YouTube page, if you type in Level Up, the last stream I did was in December when I showcased the X-Plane 12 versions. No problem.
Approaching transition.
We're all just waiting for Peter to release them, and apparently there are texture issues and some modeling issue they want to fix, and then that should be it, I hope.
Transition altitude.
Thank you, Thunder. Almax. Almax, yeah, the flight model is made by Twixter, and the coding is done then by Zibo. The closest I've been to the real thing is I've got quite a few hours on the Level D sim, real world training sim. From British Airways, and that's where I, got my real world Boeing experience from. I think in total we've probably had about 15 real world pilots that contributed to the Zibo model and to the Zibo look and feel and stuff, so. Yeah, Twixter is a real world pilot. He's been flying his whole life. He's, he handles all of that aspect. There was a time that it was compared to the actual Boeing numbers and, things like that. So it's very close. You're welcome, MCS. No, they can't. They won't be able to make it a paid version, Piotr, because just like the Zibomod, their base model, their 800, for instance, is also, it comes from laminar. Okay, it's not the same as the Zibo. It's a slightly different model, but the owners remain laminar of the actual model. Okay, unless they've signed some agreement I'm not aware of. So Level Up is definitely not going to be payware. The Max that they make, that might be payware. They've never said that, so don't go and say what I say as gospel. I'm saying that might be, because that could very well be a brand new model. I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've never seen the whole complete thing, and I have no idea how far they are with it, but you know, it's been in the making for a while. Apparently so, Eric. Yep. But I'm not involved with the project at this stage, so they obviously work on a need-to-know basis, and I don't need to know yet. So I've seen bits and pieces of it, but that's it. Don't know anything more about it. Yeah, at the end of the day, the level up aircraft comes from the Ultimate project, and the Max that was stolen by Walter White was part of that project. So I'm not sure what kind of deal they made with Daniel, who was the original creator of it, and you know, with Laminar and in the mix as well. I'm not privileged to know things like that, so I just know it's very plausible that they've taken the same thing and now making it better. I don't know. I honestly don't know exactly what they're doing. Piotr, yeah, they're using the laminar flight model slightly modified. Okay, Aero Guitarist has actually modified it a bit now. So it's not entirely just the laminar model, but yeah, they're getting there. The flight model isn't that bad. Okay, in fact, it's nice. I mean, I've flown it many times. It's really nice. You spend a lot of time on it. When you guys get it, obviously, I suppose there will be guys who like it or guys who hate it. The interesting thing is when I fly the Zibo and then I get out and go fly a level up or vice versa, you can feel the difference in flight model immediately. Immediately, it's like two different worlds. If you're sensitive to that kind of thing, you'll immediately feel it's a different thing. The level up, the last model that I've got that I can fly here on my system, the level up flight model requires you to work a little bit harder than the Bigster flight model in Zibo. Eh? Halmax, in the real world it would have been, but in the flight simulator it's not, because Laminar has got a different flight model than Twixter. Okay, Twixter greatly enhanced and modified the flight model, completely made it his own. It's all, he's got so much proprietary design and stuff into it, it's not even funny. It's a totally different thing. So what happens, for instance, let me try to explain it, is when you fly, it's like the level up is more loose in the sky, whereas the Zibomod is more solid in the sky. Okay, so it's kind of like a feather versus something a little bit heavier. So the level up feels a little bit lighter, and the Zibo feels a little bit heavier. I don't know how else to describe it, but you'll feel when you fly it, you know, that you can feel it's different. Yeah, the Zibo, Piotr, the Zibo is obviously, that's the flagship, okay? So that's the study level aircraft. There are not as many options in the level up. It is toned down a little bit, so I would say, just from my opinion and knowing the two the level up is more a flight simmers aircraft, where the Zibo is more a real pilot aircraft. You know, Zibo is for real world training, where the level up is, you know, for you come home, you just want to relax, you quickly want to do a simulator flight, then you jump in the level up and you go. You know. Yeah, I don't want to talk nonsense, Mikma, but I think I heard somebody say that there's one coming for 2020. But I haven't heard anybody, you know, any rumors. Let's call it rumors, because
Yes, there, I saw something mentioned the other day about
explain. Is
yeah,
it?
no, for 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almax, you know what? I couldn't have done it without Twixter and Zibo, and the rest of the team here, Mac, Paul, so on, that have been really been instrumental in testing and stuff. It's a team effort, and I tell you what, I loved it. If I have to do it all over again, I'll do it all over again.
Yeah, we've had some fun moments, haven't we?
Yeah. We've had great fun.
$1,000 to level off.
And the thing about the Skymatix Discord community is everybody who has relevant information chips in, and it's a collective of useful information, especially when it comes to detecting bugs and code, and then investigating whether it's a pilot error or it's multi-user affected.
My son is starting to shout now. I think you might have heard one or two shouts there.
Yeah. Just get the jar out, the swear jar, Nico.
No, he doesn't actually swear. That's the beauty of it. It's nice. He just gets excited.
No, that I don't mind that.
Yeah. Hello, Christopher. Welcome. Enjoy your lunch.
And there's many aspects. I mean, I'm going to give a shout out for Krista, who's here at the moment. He's doing a phenomenal job of updating explain
sceneries,
global airport sceneries at the moment. Doing a brilliant job, and he's not just doing it as a side, he's actually doing the gateway, which is the Llama resource for future updates. And he's had many airports recently approved by Lamina. Because we have to remember a lot of those airports date back to 2019, 18, 2020.
Yep. Christopher, I would have liked that, eh? I had a big urge for ribs the last day or two. I'm so looking forward to just getting a nice rack of the ribs. God, I've got 96 nautical miles for top of descent. I suppose I should look at a couple of things.
Mm.
Just simply that. Let's go to the next screen. Oh, nice, Thunder. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Uncle John hates it, but I'm glad you like it.
Oh yeah, it was very good. I got to try a couple different types that they had.
Okay, nice. Yes, cautious. Oh yes, Piotr. It is. What a wonderful. You know what? Imagine 30 years ago we would not have had this. This is actually amazing. And it's real time. I mean, we are thousands of miles apart and looking, you know. I hate the time zone story, but that's a different story. Okay, so I'm set for this descent and all. I haven't flown this thing, like I said in the beginning of the stream. I haven't flown this approach probably in 3 years. That's going to be fun. The biggest trick is to get your final alignment correct, because things happen very fast. When you turn off the river into runway 19. Yeah, always the optimist. That's a good one, Thunder. I had a joke the other day. Well, I'm not good at remembering things like this. I have to think about it. It was about two brothers. The one was an optimist and the one was a pessimist. I need to try remember that thing. You made me think of it now. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, yes. So what happened was the parents got worried because the one son is forever a pessimist and the other one is this extreme optimist. So they went to see the doctors and the doctors came up with this test and they said, okay, let's do this. The pessimist, we're going to take this child, we're going to put him in a room with all the toys that he's ever dreamt of, you know. So they put him there and they take the other boy that's always an optimist and they put him in a room full of horse dung, you know, horse poop. And now they want to watch and they want to see what happens. So they go back to the first room and the little boy there with all the toys in the world, he's sitting there crying in the middle of the floor. He doesn't play with any of the toys. And they ask him, but then what's wrong? You've got all these toys you've always dreamed of. Why are you crying? And he says, no, I'm crying already because I know somebody's going to come at some point in time and take them away again. You know, so they can't make him happy. They go back to the second room where the other child is with all this horse manure all over the place and he's got a shovel and he's whistling and singing and dancing and he's shoveling all this crap all over the place, trying to, you know, get to the floor. And I ask him what they're doing. And he says, well, with all this horse manure here, there's bound to be a pony somewhere. Hey, all about how you handle it.
Exactly, yeah. Very good.
That's it, Nickman. The new xEnviro will only come out once X-Plane 12.1 is a full release. There's no point in bringing it out and then Laminar changes something again because it needs to tie in with that release. Oh man, Christopher, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Thank you.
Approach top of descent.
Okay, enjoy your work. Thanks, Christopher.
Christopher Boyer donated $49.99 through SuperChat.
Yes, the weather radar will be depicted. Yes. The big change in the weather radar came with X-Plate 12.1. It's not a Zibo thing or an xEnviro thing. Okay, the engine driving that weather radar comes from laminate. So if you go and put any kind of weather engine in there that will display or give you that kind of integration to display the weather, it should work. My xEnviro works pretty nicely. I had a picture here somewhere. Let me quickly see if I can find it. It's got a very, very nice picture here the other day. Oh yeah, got it. There you go. So this is the weather radar in X-Plane 12.1. I can't even remember which weather engine it was, either Active Sky or xEnviro, one of it. Can't remember which one it was that came in there. But they should both work. You must make sure that you do not have the XHSI enabled. I can actually go out there. In the EFB, there's a setting called XHSI. If you enable that setting, you won't see any weather radar. It will not display in the Zibo because then it's looking for a different.
SL_it_0E5D0A18-0C3C7A donated $10.96. Just a little extra support for the marvelous work the team does.
Thank you so much, whoever you are. Sorry, that is Streamlabs. That cannot translate your username. I don't know why. It's been doing it for flippin' months. But anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was me, Nico.
Okay, Thunder. Thank you so much. Aviator, I think most of us have noticed a drop in FPS. Even I, as I'm sitting here, it feels like there's like a handbrake pulled up in the system. You know, it's going, but not really going very smoothly. So I hope they fix that for us. Yeah, same here. Same. Aviator, I use a lever on my Bravo throttle quadrant as that, yes. As a tiller. I need to brush up on all of these settings. I used to know them so well. No, I don't use them that often, so I kind of lose it. I don't remember where this XHSI thing is. Now it's bothering me. Yeah, and the displays. Hello, I can't remember. It's somewhere in here.
Sorry, what are you looking for, Nico?
The XHSI setting, Mac.
Let me.
Sorry, I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere in there.
Hardware configuration, page 2.
Serious? I went over
Yeah.
it. Oh, there it is.
Second
Yeah,
one.
second from the top. Yeah, if that thing's on, you're not going to get anywhere the display on the ND at all, unless you're using XHSI, because it's looking for different code, a different source of information. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, you see, I just didn't see it. I looked into my eyelids. So. my settings is realistic.
Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Dave, don't worry. The money shots come now. It's the river approach into runway 19 in KDCA, so don't worry too much about the rest. We struggled for 55 minutes to get in the air anyway, so don't worry too much. It was a hell of a fight to get this simulator working this evening. It crashed on me just as I was trying to start the flight. My brother was on the phone with me as well at the same time, you know, and everything started happening. Then I started restarting it. I think I restarted it like 5 times before we got all the sequences correct and everything was running. It is getting ridiculous. This information bar at the top, as long as that little application is open and running, you can't start the sim. No, it crashed to desktop. It just closed. I was sitting looking at the screen as we are now in the cockpit and it just closed. Just doof. So it was obviously some Vulkan error because we checked the logs. It wasn't explain that crashed, but explain crashed. So it's, I didn't go check the Windows logs, but it's probably just one of those stupid Vulkan errors. You know, and then this little bar at the top, I forgot twice to close it as we're trying to restart, and then explain hangs. It doesn't start up while that bar is. And it was just, it was a test, man. It was a real big test for me.
almost like you need a checklist for starting and explain these days.
Yeah, I was telling the guys earlier, that's why I usually start. I come and sit here a half an hour before I start my stream. Because then you guys don't see me struggle when things go wrong. You know, we
Yeah.
just pitch up, the stream starts and we go fly. But some days, oh, goodness, it's just drying.
That's the thing with Explain Gents. There is so many add-ons that Miko's using. And we can't expect Lamina to sit happily with a mix of conflicting add-ons from current Explain version and add-ons for perhaps previous versions you may have.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes a mess. The problem
We do
is,
our level best to keep people informed of conflicts.
problem is sometimes you're so used to something that you can't really get
Yeah.
rid of it, and the other times it's like a necessary evil. This little information bar at the top, it only runs with XP UIPC. There's no other way. So if I do not have the XP UIPC, which is, you know, partly due, well, cause of the crashes, you know, you've got to get the sequence to start them up correctly. Otherwise, it doesn't start, and all, and then you can't use the bar.
And there is this integration of many different software languages that are being used. Having said that, when it's working, I think Explain 12 has come a long, long way.
Absolutely.
And there's more to come. Come on, folks, there's 19 people watching, only 2 thumbs up at the moment.
No, I don't have the 777. I don't have the time to really fly too much now. So the time that I do have, I'd rather give to the Zibo. Maybe one day I'll invest in that.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on.
Let's have a look at this approach quickly. We're gonna join the river somewhere there, and then I'm like, is the river there? Okay, maybe it's not the wrong direction, but anyway, then we're gonna follow the river. That's why they call it the river approach, because if you go on the one side, you've got the Pentagon. If you go on the other side, there's Washington, the capital, and all the other stuff. That should be the Pentagon. That's capital stuff. Yeah, so you've got to be very careful, because if you go too far to the left or the right, then you get into problems. Maybe I didn't. It's all been bug fixes, fixing the HGS, fixing all kinds of other small little things. Always making it better, but no new features. The new features are still coming in. Zibo's got a lot of plans.
It's his time at the moment. His real life workload and family, utilising much of his time, and major changes that he may be writing code for in the background we don't hear about until he's happy to give us a development release to test.
Yep. Okay, so the chart says maximum 210 knots. When we get our decel point over there, we're going to go down to below. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight down to 5, flaps 5. Make sure we do about 165 in that region, and then keep our eyes open. Should slow down and put more flaps, gears, everything eventually. Yes, aviator, he's the only coder.
He has many supporters who feed him real information or experience from real pilots, etc. So it doesn't work blind.
Yep.
Flaps 1 set.
Oh, that was some generous donation you received today, Nico. Wow.
Maybe Ethan, the last time he tried to get people involved to contribute to the project, some of them ran away and started selling the code that he wrote. That's the short and sweet of it. You know, we can elaborate more, but it's not necessary. You know, and you don't work like that. Unfortunately, not everybody is as, you know, great and honorable and honest as what we all would like them to be. And that's why he closed the GitHub site and everything. You know, there's no point in him doing work and other people go get money. Same goes for me and Mac and all the others. I mean, really, it's not nice to have that kind of thing happen to you at all. Alright, so let me set upright, stow my trade table and put my seat upright and all those things. I hope you guys do the same.
To level off.
Radio altimeter.
is the airport. That's not the runway, but that is the airport. Thank you, Sander. Hope I make my turn. That's my only prayer at this point in time. Please make the turn. Please make the turn.
Go over the right bit of the bridge, yeah. Turn it.
Ready for landing
Right, so
checklist.
I'm flying. I see I'm a bit high. Chase.
$1,000. Approaching decision height.
Yeah, and you're in between the Patriot missiles and all the other crap that will shoot you down if you go straight off your path, eh? And you really got to do what you're doing here.
500. Clear to land runway 19.
300.
You overshot it a little bit, eh?
200.
Somebody's saying speed rates, not armed, Nico.
Thank you.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
5,000 speed
Breakup.
remaining.
Very nice.
I made it eventually.
Auto brake in use.
Yes, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great
Thank you. That
landing.
was lovely. I
You are
enjoyed that.
professional.
But you have to work for it, eh? This is not something you get for free.
And nice recovery on the turn.
Yeah, yeah. This program hates what I did. Cowboy style. No, I loved it. This was incredible. I'm hoping the replay will work. Let's quickly go park and try the replay. And, you just help me remember that I said we want to try the replay. I'm just gonna go park anyway. I don't care really. I really would love to see the replay on this. After landing procedure. Can you hear me, woman?
Stabilized.
After landing procedure. Oh, she's not. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Approaching 04.
Yeah, now you guys must go try this. This is the river approach on runway 19. It's, I think it's unique in the world in the way it's set up. I don't think there's any other approach like this. You get similar approaches like Toncontin and Queenstown and things like that. That gives you a thrill and all, okay? But it's not. There's only one river approach in the whole world, eh? It's this one.
Flaps up and set.
Move it, truck. Move it. All right. Makes sense. You know what? I don't want to do any of this. Let me just quickly file my flight. I hope it will allow me to file it like this. I'm going to go to the replay. Ah, damn it. And there it breaks. Crashed. Bye-bye, explain. Oh, that's sad. I would have loved to see that again. Anyway, I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we made it. And I saved my flight before it crashed. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed it. All I can say.
Thank you. Thank
over
you
and
very
done
much,
now.
Nico.
You're welcome. Hello,
Ended
Alex.
with a beautiful landing anyway.
Yeah. I loved it. So you guys are welcome. We're done. Yeah, Alex, explain. I wanted to do a replay just quickly and then it crashed out on me. Oh, yeah, exactly. You'll have to rewind the YouTube now to go check the landing. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining me and all the blessings and all. You guys must have fun. We'll speak again as soon as possible. Okay. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.